Hey witches, welcome to Busy, Gritty, Inked and Witchy, a magical living podcast for the busy witch. I'm Morgan, eclectic witch of almost 25 years, Avalon priestess, and busy witch. Here we'll talk all things witchy, from current metaphysical happenings to my busy witch tips and tricks, and everything in the in-between. This podcast is my personal journey, filled with my knowledge, opinions, and unique way of looking at the world. Join me as I weave the magical and the mundane in every episode. Hey witches, welcome back to Busy, Gritty, Inked and Witchy. I am Morgan, and today I am doing some shit on the fly. I'm gonna do a tarot reading for you all. I'm not exactly sure what's gonna happen, so this week got away from me just a little bit. We have a lot going on here at Ink Goddess Creations. We are switching newsletter platforms. We are redoing the website. We are going to antique stores and buying things for one-of-a-kind kits. There is just a lot going on. And before I even knew it, my day had gotten away from me, my podcast recording day. But I wanted to make sure to get you all some kind of content for today because the emails, the messages have been amazing. Thank you for those of you who reach out to me on Instagram or for those of you who send emails through our website. Thank you. They've actually been increasing lately, and I don't know, I'm so humble that the podcast is starting to really reach a lot of people and that you all are resonating with me and my crazy ass vibe. And thank you. Thank you for letting me know. So let's get on to it. The last time that I did a card reading, which was, I don't even know however many episodes ago, I didn't even use like my deck, but I was like, oh my God, I lost my tarot deck, right? I'm going to start shuffling in the background. My tarot deck was on the altar behind my desk the whole entire time. That is what happens when you have, first of all, 17 altars, okay? I have an altar in this room, my little studio at the shop. We have a main altar in the office. I have an altar behind my desk. It's the same at my house, too. So I tend to lose things. But we have my tarot deck. If you are curious, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it before, my tarot deck is the one that I use, that I've used for, let's see if it's 2024. I don't know, 15 years now, 16, 17 years, somewhere in there, is the Spiral Tarot deck. And I have, if you're new here, I normally don't do readings. I used to do readings back in the day when I owned my brick and mortar store. I used to do readings, and then I closed myself off. I think my psychic journey, that episode will explain way more about that. This is something I have been wanting to get more into, but if you found me on social media, either TikTok or Instagram, I do not do readings for people. So if you get contacted with somebody with my profile picture and Ink Goddess Creations is spelled really stupid or has a number in it or something, and they're saying, oh, what did they say? What did the scammers say, you guys? It's like, blessed beloved or some shit like that. And then they're like, oh, your energy, something told me to reach out to you. Your energy is amazing. Would you like a reading? That is not me. That is not me. That is a fucking scammer. 9 times out of 10, if you go up to the top 3 dots on the profile and click about the profile, you'll see that they're from Nigeria. So yeah, that is not me. I do not do readings for people. So yeah, here on the podcast is how you get a reading. All right. So what I decided, or what I set the intention for before I came in here today, was let me do a reading for whoever needed to hear it. Whoever was listening, one of you all need to hear. All right. I think I need one more good. I'm also grounded. I'm barefoot right now. Feet directly on the ground so that I can create a strong connection. And let's do it. I don't know what the hell's going to happen. All right. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to shuffle sideways now, and we're going to do the flyers. I'm going to do 3 of them. Whoa. All right. Hold on. We got first one. Yep. We got 1, No, can't have two. Come on, give me one at a time, you guys. There's another one. And, oh, all right. I know. This is a podcast. It's driving you on nuts, isn't it? You're like, what did she pull? We've got 2 cards so far. Oh, and there we go. Oh, okay. All right, let's see what we've got. So the first card, man, fuck it, 7 of Swords. All right. This may have been for me. All right. So the 7 of Swords has followed me around for 20 years of having my cards read. This may have been for me. Hopefully it will also resonate for you. So the 7 of Swords, it's also reversed, okay? So if you go and look up the 7 of Swords, I don't know where this started or how long ago this started, but now it's like associated with trickery, being deceitful, hiding things, shit like that, right? I have never associated the 7 of Swords with that meaning. In fact, it's only been within the last few years that I have seen that, at least for me and my readings and the readings I've done for, 15, 17 years, I've never seen that card. I understand. So in the spiral deck, yes, there is a fox, and I understand that he is like the king of trickery, whatever. But for me, the 7 of Swords has always been exactly what the picture depicts. It is you are carrying too much shit and you're dropping some stuff behind. And this is why the card, and I've had my cards read by numerous different people, and they've all read it the same way that I've always interpreted it, which is you're doing too much shit. And when you're doing too much shit, something falls to the wayside, okay? Now, I will say this. The 3 cards that we have here today are the 7 of Swords reversed, the King of Pentacles reversed, and then the Queen of Swords, all right? So what I'm getting from this entire reading, just as a whole, and then we'll go over the individual cards, but what I'm getting from the whole reading is the 7 of Swords is reversed, the King of Pentacles is reversed. So to me, that means you're carrying too much shit. Some stuff's going to be left to the wayside, and it has to do with your financial future. So you need to flip it. You need to flip it. And the key to flipping it is that Queen of Swords, which is the bitch card. That's what I call it. So let's slow down. Let's break it down. All right. I'm sitting here with my eyes closed because I just opened myself up and see what comes, which is why I'm going to talk funny for a second because I'm basically trying to listen. Okay. All right. Okay. So carrying, how do you fix it? Okay. All right. Am I arguing with myself? In a way? Yeah. I'm not arguing, but I'm like getting more information. I can't even hear. This is crazy. So this is actually blocked out. Like my hearing is blocked out right now. Like my physical hearing. They're strong today. Okay. All right. So the 7 of Swords, you're carrying too much shit. Something's going to get left to the wayside. It has to do with your financial future. But let me tell you, it's all there. Okay. You're grounded. The energy of abundance, which is the King of Pentacles, is there. Okay. And you have to be a bitch to tap into it. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here today. And I do, like I said, this because it's the 7 of Swords popped up. Like I actually know exactly what this means for me. And that's why I almost can just end the reading right now. But I'm trying to do this for other people to see if, this resonates with you as well. The key to having things not fall to the wayside, okay? And to be in charge of, not even in charge of your finance. So it's enjoying your money. That's what the King of Pentacles. It is like, it's the last card of the Pentacles, which means you've gone from, planting the seeds for financial abundance. You've nurtured, you've shed all the shit, you've attracted stuff to you, and you've gotten all the way to the end. And that's what the King of Pentacles is. So now you should be enjoying your money, okay? But you're not enjoying your money. In fact, you have a leaky hole. Maybe that's where the Seven of Swords comes into play, is like your finances are leaking somewhere. And in order to stop the finances from leaking, okay, stop you from, you're not enjoying your money because something's leaking. Something is escaping you. And it's something you're not seeing. This just shifted. Holy fuck, this just shifted. Okay, so that's not even really the Seven of Swords as I even know it. It's more like something is leaking without you knowing about it. Something is hidden and it's leaking. Can I say that word anymore? Holy shit. Anyway, so first of all, you've got to figure out what it is. Maybe, I don't know. You've got to figure out what it is that's leaking. You got to figure out where this money is flowing, where it's not supposed to be flowing, because you are not enjoying your money. You're not doing what you want to with your money. You're not even, and even if you're like, yeah, I fucking live paycheck to paycheck, Morgan, duh. But like, it's even a sense of knowing what you have. And even it's like a gratitude thing almost. Like have you ever seen those people where like they could have nothing? They could have shoes on their feet and clothing on their back and a sandwich, and they are the happiest people in the fucking world. And like we see those people and we're like, how are you so happy? You have nothing else. And they're just like, because I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the shoes. I'm grateful for the clothes. I'm grateful for the sandwich. That's kind of where this reading is going. So there's finances, there's something leaking, there's something, but you're also not enjoying your money, even if just the little bit that you have, or you're not even looking at things from the standpoint of, I am surrounded by, like, I have a roof over my head. I have this, I have a job, I have, or I have some form of income, or this, like, you're not focusing on that. You're focusing on the shit that is behind you. You're focusing on the shit that you've dropped. So yeah, it's not even the Seven of Swords as I know the Seven of Swords, as far as you are carrying too much or doing too much. I would say, like, the more I get, the more information I get, that's where we're going. So you are doing a lot, and because you're doing a lot, things are dropping off. There's something leaking that you can't keep your eye on. Okay. So you need to figure out what that is. And focus on that. But don't focus on the shit that needs to go to the wayside. Like, if you're dropping shit, don't focus on the shit you need to drop. You need to focus on what has been dropped that you have control over, that leak. All right. And because that is affecting your abundance, your future, your finances. But it's also a gratitude thing. So it's also being happy, looking at what you do have and kind of being a little bit more centered in that. But the way to get through all of this, and this is the third card, amazing, like bam, and this is very clear to me, is you have got to be a bitch. You've got to stand up for yourself. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, you've got to be the badass bitch. Like, you have got to stand up for yourself. You have got to stand your ground. The queens are all about royalty. They all have their own different reigns, and the swords are about truth. So that's why I call the Queen of Swords the bitch card, because like all of the queens have been there and they have done that, and things have changed them according to the suit that they're a part of. And here's the Queen of Swords. She's been there, she's done that. It's made her cold. Okay. It's made her a bitch. But sometimes you have to be a bitch. And that is just the beauty of it. Sometimes you have to be a bitch in order to stand your ground, in order to get what you want, in order to plug this leak. Or once you find out wherever this leak is, to be like, oh, fuck no, that's not going to go anymore. Like, that's not going to fly anymore. Maybe you have like a relative that's kind of like getting money from you. Or maybe you have a freaking subscription to some streaming service that you don't watch ever, and you're still paying monthly for it. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm getting. I hear music. I'm pretty sure that's the television out there though. So we're good. we're good on that one. I did have to stop on that because I'm pretty sure that was the television out there. So that's what I'm getting. So you've got the Seven of Swords reversed, which is related to the King of Pentacles reversed. And that is just that block. To me, it's a block to your money, but it could also be like a mind frame block as well. Like you're not seeing the things that are around you already. You're not seeing what you have already accomplished, what you have already earned. You're not seeing that because you just have too much shit going on. And yeah, and something is falling to the wayside. There is a leak somewhere that's keeping you from, it could be an energetic leak as well, you know, but that's keeping you from really embracing your abundance, really moving forward strong and enjoying your money. And the way to that, like, that's the muddled part just a little bit. But the clear message that I am fucking getting is you've got to be a bitch. You've got to stand up for yourself. And that's how you're going to flip these cards. That's how you're going to get that financial flow back. That's how you're going to flip that card, flip that perspective to seeing that you really are surrounded by amazing stuff. Is you've got to be a bitch. You've got to stand up for yourself. That's the two big things, is bitch and stand up for yourself, that I keep getting over and over again. So yeah, I hope that made sense. I know I went all over the fucking place. All over the place. In fact, I don't know, something is saying like one more. Let's do one more as like a clarifier. So let's do it. Whoa. All right, what popped out first? You. The Nine of Cups upside down. Yeah, or reversed. So that's the Nine of Cups is cloud nine, but again, it's reversed. So it connects directly to the Seven of Swords, this King of Pentacles. It's like you're right there on being happy, on being on cloud nine, but you're blocked, and you're blocked. So yeah, you've got to find this leak, whether it's a monetary leak or an energetic leak, because it's keeping you from your, oh my God, complete happiness, complete bliss, but also understanding how far you've come financially, how far you've made it, or even what you're surrounded by as far as comfort and prosperity. You've got to find that leak. You've got to find that, and you find it by being a bitch. So yeah, that's going to be my final answer. And this is what it's like when I did do readings. You know, you kind of get information in bits and pieces. And so you follow this journey. It is a journey to have a tarot reading done. And this is why I say that, like, if you go to have your cards read by somebody who simply just memorizes the cards, you're not getting a real reading. Like, a reading should be a journey, and it should be like when you pop open a new card, you're like, oh, because it will add clarification to previous cards, or a part where you're like, okay, like I said, I started out at the beginning, the Seven of Swords, by definition, by nowadays standards, is all about having someone be deceitful or pull the wool over your eyes, or whatever, or you're trying to be deceitful, or you're trying to be, you know, a trickster. And that's the definition now. And then the definition I always know is, hey, you're doing too much shit, something's falling to the wayside. But then as this journey, as these cards come together, and as the messages come to me, it totally morphs into there's a leak somewhere. And that's what makes it so much fun. The cards tell the story, but the cards are not the story. The cards are tools to help you tap into the story, which is that flow of messages from your higher self, from your guides, whatever you want to call it, but you're opening yourself up psychically, and that's the message. The cards are just there to help you tell the story, okay? But they're not the full story, you know? So, yeah. All right, that's what I have for you all today. I don't even know how much editing I'm going to do of this, so if you ended up hearing a lot of ums and pauses, I just left this thing raw and sent it out to you all. It all depends. I have an appointment tonight, so like editing and it's just crazy. I booked my week so full. But you know what? I feel alive. I think this is the first time in a very long time. I was just telling my husband this morning, I feel like the CEO of a business. Like I felt like a worker bee for so long that this week is like my CEO week. Like I'm getting shit done, and it is just, it's crazy, but I love it. I thrive on this kind of stuff. So, yeah, so this month's box is the Witching Hour for the Ink Goddess Creations box. There are sneak peeks up on our website at inkgoddesscreations.com. And then I really love telling you all about the coven. I really do. Because that's where I am like this all the time. This is how I teach a lesson. This is how I am in a workshop. And this weekend, if you happen to listen to this episode when it airs, this weekend we're having an herbal incense making workshop on Zoom. And so this is the kind of energy I put out. This is how I am in the coven. I'm truly myself. And, but I teach, and there's, I don't even know. This is how it is when I try to talk about it. Because, like, I'm trying to take emotions and put them into words. And sometimes there is a block there in between the two. But the Inked Spirit Coven is an amazing group of witches, eclectic witches. We have beginners in there. We have people who've been practicing for 40 years. And they're so supportive of one another. And they're always sharing in the group. And they're always like getting like, hey guys, I've got this, like, I don't know what to do. And then like 14 comments roll in. Like you're getting so many opinions from so many different witches, but I'm also in there. And the Ink Spirit Coven is $30 a month. But at that price point, like do your research, look at online covens. You will find that at that price point, most of them are community led, which means the other members are, you're just interacting with other people, but it's very rare to have another witch who's kind of facilitating things come in and teach you things. Okay. You might have like a 60-minute webinar, or you'll have a pre-recorded message from the owner. No, I'm in there. I'm in the group interacting with you all, but then you get the live lesson and the workshop every month. Sometimes we do some sacred spaces in there too, but I'm facilitating all of it and I'm there with you all. And that is my place where I am myself. So if you would like to learn more and join us, then you can head to inkedspirit.com, and I would love to have you join. It's become an amazing group. I look forward to every class, every workshop, everything. I really do. So thank you all so much for listening and for giving me a platform to do crazy shit like a random card reading for you all. And yeah, thank you so much. And I will see you all again soon.